Okay, welcome to the channel. So this is going to be the reply video to the short video I made about the wheel bearing race installer tool that I got. One from Amazon and another one from American made company. So you're probably going to be surprised at the results of this. So let me show you how these were set up exactly as the same way before. So I want you to guess which one you thought was the Made in America one and which one was the Amazon one. And I'll tell you that now. And then we'll talk a little bit about this tool because I actually made this video the day after before trying the tools out. Since I've tried the tools out, I had to cancel that video because my mind has changed completely on the tool. And I'm going to give you an update on this tool that I actually used. Okay, so this is the way I had the tool set up in the short 1-minute video, and I wanted you to guess which one you thought was the American-made tool and which one was the Chinese Amazon tool. So you can see they're both, like I said, they're both about the same weight. I don't generally have an issue with the weight of them. I think they're both well made, but I'll tell you off the bat, this tool here is the American-made one. And which tool am I keeping? I'm keeping the Amazon one, and I'm going to show you why coming up. Okay, so this was the tool that I used to put the swing arm races in, and I can tell you I destroyed a race with this tool, and I'll tell you why. Now, I already contacted the company that made this tool. They kind of hemmed and hawed around that it's not made for a swing arm bearing race, but it's made for a wheel bearing. But the difference in the races is about 1/1000th. There's not much difference in it, and let me show you why. So I've got two races here. This was the race from the swing arm, and this was a race from the rear wheel that I took off. So if you look at this, now you can't really tell the difference in these two, but they're about 1/1000th off difference. There's not much difference at all. They're different part numbers. In fact, the manual shows different part numbers for the swing arm and the rear wheel. The rear and front wheel are the same, but the swing arm is different, a little bit different, a little bit thicker. Diameter is basically the same, but I think they're 1/1000th taller for the wheel other than the swing arm. So now the whole point of it is you take this tool and you're supposed to put it in here. Now originally they kind of gave me some flack that they go, well, this is, it's, if you put it in, it's for a remover. I says, look, your ad states it's an installer and remover. So here's the ad for this tool here. Now this comes as two separate pieces. You buy this piece for, I think it was $50. I'll put the ad up for this piece. You buy this piece for $50, and you buy this handle for $43. Now this handle will fit several different tools that they sell. So if you take this race, this was the swing arm, this will not fit in there. It just won't fit. No matter how much you try, it's not going to fit. So their thing was, well, it's not made for a swing arm, it's made for a wheel. Okay, so here is the rear wheel race. This will not fit either. You're not going to get this in. Now, what I did was, when I put the swing arm one in, which this is not the one, this is the old one I took out, I put it in like this, and I put the tool in like that, and I pounded it in, and what happened was this lip on the bottom caught on the underside of this, and I could not get this tool out. I had to actually take this race out, and then once I got the race out, I couldn't get these two pieces out of the race. I had to put it in a vise and bang it with a drift in order to get it out. So I basically ruined the race. And you can see some of the damage on here that happened from the tool from trying to get it out. It just didn't fit. Now they were trying to tell me that their tolerances are tight. It's like 1/1000th. I said, look, this is more than 1/1000th. This is not fitting in the race. Now their complaint was that I was using it for a swing arm and not the race. I said, look, I tried it in a wheel bearing. This is the wheel bearing, and it still won't fit. You can see that this tool is not going to fit inside. It just won't, no matter how you put it in. And once you put it in, if this lip gets on the other side, you're not getting the tool out, right? So you can see this tool will not work. You could probably force it in there, but then you're going to have to force it out. And the only way to get this out was to take the race out to get it out. So that kind of defeats the whole purpose. Now, initially they told me that this wasn't an installer, it was a remover. I said, look, right on your website, here's the ad, installer and remover. So they didn't really say anything to me after that. So now we look at the Amazon one. Here's the Amazon one, which I thought was going to be the inferior tool, actually, because it's not really rounded right here. It's kind of flat right along the edges. And this little piece here is kind of turned down, which is nothing that can't be fixed with a file. Just kind of file that off. Now, here's the wheel bearing. Look how nice that fits in there. That fits right in there just like it should. So you put this tool in. Well, this is the wrong tool, but so you take their handle and you put this in. Now you can put the bearing in, the race in, and you can take the race out with not an issue. This one will still work. I mean, you got to kind of pound it in, but to the race, the tool itself. But this thing is going to work fine. So this is the actual wheel race right here. Now, if we take these out, you have to take them out one at a time. I get that. Now we'll try it on the swing arm race. Again, goes right in like it should. No issues. And the tool goes right in like it should. Now it's ready to install it and pull it. Now the price difference is tremendous on this. So I think if you look at the ad, I think the ad was like, this was like 45 and this tool is like 50 or 51. Now they did say they're going to refund my money minus the shipping, which I get that. But are they going to refund my, and I didn't ask them, are they going to refund my money for this tool here, which is not working, and I'm going to have to keep the handle, which I don't really have a use for without this piece, or are they going to refund the whole $90-something for this tool? So again, I mean, I tried to say, look, if this lip was a little bit smaller, it would probably work, but I don't really get why this is so big. So their initial thing was, well, send the tool back. And then I said, well, it's not going to work, so I don't know what the deal is. He goes, well, I'll refund your money and just throw the tool away, because all we're going to do is throw the tool away. We have no use for the tool. But I thought it might have been a good idea to look at the tool to find out why it's not working in wheel bearings. I can't be the only one that's bringing this problem up, that it's not actually working right. Because you have the tapered end here. Now you can't put these both in at the same time. I get that. This is just for demonstration, but you can see that this is just not going to fit no matter how much you want it to. It's not going to fit in that race. In fact, I'm having a hard time just getting it out right now, but if that lip was not there, and then I said, well, if the lip was not there, this would work. He goes, well, then it wouldn't work as a remover, which I get that. But so there's something with this lip. And what's even weirder is this lip here seems like it's wider than this lip. So, I mean, if you look at it like this from Amazon, it looks like, even though this is narrower, this looks like it's wider. So you can see that how different the shape is of the tool. This top is much wider than this. But this tool just fits, I mean, it fits perfect right in there. Is that the same one? Yeah, I can't complain about this Amazon tool. And this Amazon tool, I'll put the ad up, is only I think it was $43 for this tool and the handle, as opposed to this one where these were separate pieces that you had to buy. I'm not sure why they don't sell a whole thing for a cheaper price rather than buying this tool for $50 and then something else for $50 and then you got to buy $40 for the handle. So they are going to refund my money. I'm hoping they refund it for the handle too, because I really don't have any use for the handle without that tool, and I probably won't buy another tool from them again, just because these things didn't work and they wanted to give me kind of lip service over it. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, if you guessed the tool on the right was the USA made one, you guessed correctly. But if you guessed that I was going to keep that tool, you were wrong. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.